Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
How are you guys doing?
What's the bounce today?
The bounce is all right. I tried my best about the voice issue. Listen.
No, you sound better than you did on Saturday.
I went to when I was even going to buy strepsils at the pharmacy, I went, and as I was walking in, someone just said, FK. I said, oh, hi. And they were like, oh, that big. You've come again. I'm so sorry. Do you know that?
You shout too much.
It's not shouting. It's just my throat. I'm telling you. It's actually not. I wasn't shouting that day.
You shout too much.
I wasn't shouting. It's not about shouting. It's actually not about shouting at all. Throughout December, I went out, I was shouting. My voice didn't go. It's not shouting.
Fine.
It's something else. You guys keep saying this thing, and I'm like, listen, it's not by shouting. It's actually something else. Because months will go past, I'll shout. Nothing will happen. But my throat is quite sensitive. Anyway, moving forward.
The bounce is tired. No, I'm not tired. I actually had a really good weekend. But I think I'm just in a somber mood.
What did you do this weekend?
Let me try and think. Actually, let's start from Valentine's Day. Because we recorded on Monday, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really do anything on Tuesday. On Valentine's Day, I went to the dentist. So that was fun.
That's really nice. That's lovely.
Yeah. And Dr. Father honestly was like, don't you have any plans? It's like, madam, do this thing.
I'm actually meant to go back, but I have not.
Yeah, but she was very, very sweet. So we were joking about, so I asked her like, do you and your husband do Valentine's Day? She was like, no, not really. They like exchange gifts in the morning. But then like 20 years ago, they had a really bad Valentine's Day and they just said that they're not doing this anymore. So at the time, there weren't tons of restaurants on the mainland. There were a few on the island, but they hadn't made plans. And this was obviously like you call. So they came to the island, lots of traffic, everyone was full. Out of annoyance, went back to the mainland, got to some really popular restaurant, and there was like an hour-long queue. And so upset, got home and made a bar. And she was like, since then,
I love that.
But I went to the dentist, and that was the highlight.
So you didn't do love?
On my Valentine's
That's
Day. Also, my period had just started, so I was grumpy. Like, you know when you're just so grumpy.
I hate the first day.
I was
it's
so
actually just
grumpy.
A mess. You just feel like there's a lot of body experience, and I feel like I hate myself.
Imagine thinking you're on a romantic one, you're like, I hear what? Happy Valentine's Day. Whatever I said to you, I'm married to the dentist, leave me.
Bruh, so I worked most of the day and I was at home. So even I got flowers once. Even when the guy called, he now kept calling me the rider.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, excuse me. Others have delivered. They didn't have 2 heads. He now said, I have so many. I was like, I don't give a damn. If you can't find the house, drop the flower on the road. What's your problem?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like with riders, more and more, like some will call me 5 times, and I'm like, "Have you knocked on the gate?" They're like, "No," but there's security outside. I said, "Oh, so you asked
so
security?
Who do you want to interact with?
And did you tell them who is for?" Like, no. I'm like, "Can you tell them?" So like, we don't need to do like a whole song and dance thing.
It was
like
very irritating, and I was just like, "Look, you."
Oh my gosh! Actually,
this for me.
I've changed the bounce. The bounce is very, very hot. Oh my God! I don't know what we've done in Lagos.
The heat is actually. Do you know what I've bought? I've gone to because I sweat a lot. I've gone to buy. I saw it on Tinu's Insta. It's like a neck. It's like a fan that you wear like headphones around your neck. And then you can turn like, it's a handless fan. Isn't that crazy? Hand fan, handless. That's what the fan is.
So you hang it on your neck?
You hang it on your neck like this, like headphones that you hang. Then you turn the fan to face your face. Very exciting. I can't wait for it to arrive. You know, I'm so happy about this purchase.
It is so hot.
The only challenge I have is I feel like it might break down because it was 13K.
It's definitely breaking down.
Okay.
Is it? Do you charge it or do you put batteries in it?
No, you charge it.
Right, it's definitely breaking down.
Anyway, I can't lie. I'm very excited. I'm not excited.
When you get it, we need to see a video
for this long because this is how I'm going to be moving around these days with a fan on my neck.
It is too hot. You know, like it was so hot. Like, and there's a time I used to work out religiously, but this Lagos, there are places I did not know it was possible for sweat to get there.
See, especially when you're standing, you'll be standing outside for like 5 minutes. All of a sudden,
I didn't know
what has happened to me.
It was possible. Do you know, like my mom called, she's like, how are you? I said, Mommy, I promise you, like when people say my blood is boiling, they don't mean it. I am
It's
too sure
hot. It is
that like
too hot.
my actual blood, like if they take the temperature of the blood inside my body right now, it is so hot. And it's so like, I don't know, obviously we don't design intelligently in Nigeria. So cement blocks that are trapping heat.
I can't actually stay. You know, sometimes they'll take that and you're like, oh, let me just...
No.
Like, let me just leave it. I said, I'd rather pay for the...
It's too hot. And like, when delivery guys have been coming to the house to drop anything, like I've told the maid in our house to put bottles of water in the freezer. Like, as they're going to just give them. I'm too sure whether or not they're going to pour it on their body and they're going to drink it. It is way too hot. Because you see there, and they have to still ride with those
it's not even
helmets
those guys
that are boiling their heads.
Those ones, I think, because I like there's breeze. Have you seen delivery guys on bicycle? Not bike. The other day, one came, he brought my food and I was like, sorry, I just want to know like how many deliveries you're able. This is a bicycle.
Maybe it's
and I know Lagos shows they're not even made for cars.
I actually said that this morning. I said that this morning. There's a guy riding a bicycle, but I could tell he was not in the mood.
You can't be.
But he was, the way he was maneuvering on the road, I wanted to say, bro, if you have any untoward plans, don't involve me. Let's say you're tired of life. Don't involve me. Because the way he was just meandering on the road, I was like, sir.
It doesn't make sense. You actually can't.
Sir. But yeah, that was on Wednesday, Valentine's Day, me and my dentist, up close and personal, obviously.
Need to go back to that same dentist.
Dr. Fada, she's the best. She's
and
really
I'm just
lovely.
like, what I'm pissing now. So the extraction cannot be part of it.
So that's what I did on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I went for the Dial-Up pop-up. So Dial-Up did a
very good
collab with Abe, who's an artist.
Yes.
And he paints like in pastels. It's really, really cool.
Lovely paintings and this outfit you're wearing. Okay. Now let's walk through the process of you going to Dial-Up. Let's just walk through it. Run it by me. So at which point, in your preparations, you're going again, do you just think, where's FK? Okay, it didn't cross your mind?
I thought Ozzy had sent you a text.
Okay, Ozzy.
She's not the one that does the business.
Good and fine. Ozzy. Now, I message Omono. I say, you see, when they talk about Judas, you guys think it's a biblical problem. And we're facing it here now.
But we do the thing with Dial-Up things. Nobody can help you. This kind of thing
that ends friendship.
Fake me. I got the thing started at 5:30.
This is the kind of thing that can end the friendship.
Okay, yes, here we still are.
Now, Ozzy, so they're not asked Ozzy now. Where's FK? Ozzy now messaged me. I said, no, Billy, where are you? You're crazy. She said, I'm there. Stuff. I said, you are crazy.
She said she didn't do the invites this time.
Exactly. Anyway, so maybe now, the problem is, and that stuff, I'm still going to, I've asked her to send me the name of the person specifically. Because why do they mean me badly?
No, for example, it's not even about meaning you badly. The event started at 5:30. I strolled in at 6:15. This thing I'm wearing, it was this outfit. Somebody was holding it. And there were 4 short knicker and 2 boo-boo remaining. Now, there were like 3 women surrounding those 2 boo-boo, so I knew I had no hope. Those short knicker, I don't have the legs. That kind of shorts, I don't have the legs for it. I was like, let's forget about it. So I was looking at these garments.
You angled it in such a way that you would have... Anyway, I'm like, it's my house. I told her that she should remove it. I said, don't drop it.
It was crazy.
I said, go to my room and change.
It was crazy. They limited everybody to 2 items each, but as in one. Let me tell you how crazy some people are. There's an auntie, and I'm not going to embarrass her by saying her name here. This woman, the Dial-Up collection is actually... That's all she wears, really. Do you know that this woman, obviously, some wise and foolish virgins, some came prepared, some did not. So she had like a number of things in her hand. I was like, I'm not good at maths, but this is looking like more than 2. If I count it, it's more than 2. And she was not moving like someone that had to make options. When she had now sorted that, she had helped some of us by like dropping maybe 1 or 2 items back. The next day, she just like brought out her phone. I said, yeah, you people can enter. And when I tell you, like 2 or 3 of her staff entered, and she said, okay,
the items.
You take this one. And the rest of us are just looking like, okay, so we are the fools.
Clearly you are.
We are the real idiot. I think she bought like 6 or 8 items. I'm not sure.
Tell us she always
But I don't know, the thing is that you also could see that her staff are used to this. So they were like, Maji is all Abi. And I wanted to tell them, okay, so you can't tell her that this thing she's doing is not good. She wasn't looking at the rest of us like, oh, you fools too. You didn't come prepared.
Anyway, I've missed out on the
And she looks so smug. But the art is still up and it's really, really nice. Now, this is how you know you're also wading in penury. Because I got there And to be fair, his art is actually at a much higher price point. But I think part of the collaboration was he agreed
he could do it for people to be able to buy.
So when I got there and I asked him for some pieces,
how much is it?
I realized that I was like, oh, this is out of my price point, which is fair enough. It was not in my budget. But everything was gone.
All the art.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not only did I not get the outfit.
No, but you can look at it.
Today that I'm going to see the art, there's no more art.
Even the print is gone. I wanted to buy the 2 prints I really, really liked. Okay. And I was like, I was not feeling cool. Again, like, when I went there, I started to beautify myself. I thought that this guy...
you do want to rush.
I thought this guy would be just too happy to find somebody to buy his prints. He was like, oh, those 2 are gone. I said, all the copies of the prints are gone. He was like, let's calm down. But yes, I was so offended. All right, boys and girls, this fantastic episode of I Said What I Said is brought to you by AfriChange.
AfriChange is the easiest way to send money across Africa and internationally, everywhere.
There are very low fees, no processing time, if any, very tiny, and you get loyalty points the more you use.
Yes. If you are in Nigeria, you can pay your bills in Canada. Mm-hmm. You can send money to Canada. Exactly. You can also pay your school fees in Canada directly from Nigeria in Naira. If you are in Canada, you can send money to many, many countries all over the world.
All right, guys. So get to supporting people who support us. Enjoy AfriChange and enjoy the rest of the episode.
That is africhange.com.
Fun fact, Fekemi, we have 2 friends. Okay, maybe I don't think they will call us their friends. 2 acquaintances that we're friendly with. Fine. Okay, one of them is turning 30 and he's going skiing for his birthday with some of his other friends. I said, have you been skiing? In fact, I can call his name. I said, have you been skiing before? He said, no. Now, I want you to hear what he said right after. But he's practicing on TikTok. I said, this I must see. I must hear. I said, explain to me.
He
said he's been watching it.
Like this?
So he said, when he wants to stop, he'll do like this. I said, He said when he wants to turn, he'll do his leg like this. This guy was dancing leg work. I said that every day.
I really pity you.
I pity you and I pity. He was serious. So he said, no, you can learn anything. He was like, you can learn anything on TikTok. Like, he said, I'm going through and when I want to stop, I do like this. He said, you're turning 30. We can't be behaving like this. Him and his guy that are going together. That's how they were saying that the other person has been skiing before. But he was so dead serious that no, with this, like this, he's learned that he's going to be absolutely fine. And so they're going to put him with the 7-year-olds.
This is like me when I watch exercise videos.
I
love doing that because I'm just like, that looks mad. What you're doing, I love it. It's easy now.
And then what happened? On Friday, Friday was Dekule's birthday.
Yes, it was.
Now, before we got to Dekule's, I went to see AG, right? And that was the first time I'd seen an artist like making music.
Yeah,
it was a very fascinating process. He was there, him and Fowles are there, and they had made a song. They had worked on a song, which was really great. It was a nice song. But I just remember watching the process of all of them like making music and whatever. And then we came to Dekule's after. Now I made a mistake. I hadn't eaten all day. And then I drank champagne. And then Lila drove us there. You guys, apart from the fact that, first of all, Dekule has the most eclectic group of friends in the world.
Do you know
I'm not even trying to be funny.
There, and as people were coming in, we were like,
what is happening? I'm not joking, like somebody.
I was like, finance, look, this is like House of Reps. Everybody
music, politics,
is represented, yeah.
All sorts of people will just stroll into the house. And then Dekule is greeting all of them the exact same way. I'm like, okay, so these are actually your guys. Like, it's not as if you said, oh, no, come through. Like, these are your friends. There's nobody, like, somebody could have walked in there and be like, well, what do you do? Like, I'm into suya. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what kind
honestly,
of business.
if you walked in, you'd have been confused as to what was going on because everywhere it turned.
No, I'm convinced Dekule is the ultimate plot. Like, I'm sure if I ask him for something, like, he knows somebody that does that thing. It was very interesting.
There, they did the party. Now, here's the problem with that event. I wanted to go to bed.
No, but every time you have a house thing, it's not possible.
To go to bed. Like 2 a.m., I wanted to go to bed. And then people kept coming. And so I just thought, I know this is my house. Would it be rude if I just dip out?
I don't think so.
And go to bed?
You just go upstairs.
No, I couldn't.
Why?
Because every time I was saying it, I was hey, where you going?
Because you keep saying, that's the thing.
That's the problem. I should have just gone.
Because if you had gone, people would think you went out.
And then let me tell you what happened. I now went to bed. And I changed my blouse. I went to bed. And then I was in bed for like 30 minutes tired. And then I came out of my room. I wanted to just go to the bathroom. And I had one gist. I went downstairs.
Your pajamas.
It was like 4 a.m. They were arguing. It's, you know, when you have a
solid
kid
gist,
pot.
yes.
Someone said something. I was like, I can't know. How's nobody told this boy that I say rubbish? I said, I must go downstairs. That's how I went downstairs. So 4. I said, bro, this doesn't even make any sense.
We had an event on Saturday.
Yeah, and it was a lovely time. And then Saturday,
yes,
we had our speed dating, which is very fascinating to watch. Couple of things.
But before we start talking about how fascinating it was,
see, you know, it's very rare that babes form a hand. Let me tell you something. It's very men. Normal, normal. So even when men do one or two, I'm always like, it's in your blood, it's in your body, so it's not your fault. Babes do not usually form a hand. So do you know that before the speed dating thing, we're actually afraid because like 3 times more girls filled out the form than guys. Mm-hmm. And even down like to 60, who was 30, coming, it was almost like there were a lot more girls that were meant to come than guys, like that we even invited. People who RSVP'd, there are more babes than guys. So ask me why. When I got there, I said, these are men.
Many men.
These are men.
Many men.
Babes. And then as the door was just opening,
more men. Guys just kept rolling through.
And I was like, sorry, what's going on? Almost all the guys that like were the RSVP came.
Yeah, only one didn't come.
0. Didn't come. There were only a few.
I counted it, 8 babes. 8 babes didn't show up.
There were only a few babes. And I was like, I've never I could if I bet money.
No, would have lost it 100%.
If I bet money,
would have lost that money 100%. Now I have a few things to say.
Oh, yeah.
The first thing I have to say is Kemi is giving you like the nice anti-routine. No, I'm a bad person. First of all, we paid good money for that event.
We did.
So you wasted our money.
We did.
I don't find those things funny at all.
At the end, we're begging people to take cocktails home.
We're begging them home.
To carry food.
Because there was
food. We were ready for this issue.
Yeah.
And you guys just...
The second thing is, what really like upset me, I think, was that there were people who really wanted to come.
Yeah.
So, you know, those 8 spaces could have gone to 8 other people who really, really wanted to come. The third thing is, let me bend if I say what I said ever does a free event again.
I swear, because...
Let me bend.
Not because we don't want to do it. It was free.
You people are clearly jokers.
Food and drink, but I feel like because of that... People are just like, oh, I can't go. I cannot go because you don't get. I was too shocked. Not because of anything, just because number 1 is free. Number 2, you said you were coming.
And nobody begged you.
Nobody.
You made video.
You did. You actually made a video.
And then we thought that the video was the best deterrent because what we didn't want. So we made the video. It was in-house purposes only because the first thing we wanted was. We didn't want a situation where we start reaching out to people like, are you coming? And they'll be like, oh, I just filled it in as a joke. We felt like the video is an extra step nobody's really going to make. If you record
a video and talk about why you want to find love, surely you're going to like... we're wrong.
We were very wrong.
We're wrong.
And then the third thing is something that everybody's still trying to talk me out of. I'm very invested in flagging those people's emails. I don't want you at anything again. I know like Onye has been like
it's a bit petty, but let me know.
I know it's very petty, but I cannot lie to you.
It pained me.
I'm dead as being like, if they're trying to buy tickets to anything, if they're trying to come to anything we're doing, like flag it. Thank you and God bless. Let other people. My mom was like, what do you mean by that? I was like, Mommy, I'm dead serious. You know, I felt like a Nigerian parent that, you know, like when you're will you finish that food when you're wasting their money? I really felt like that. I was like, why?
Because we had done food for everybody, drinks for everybody. So I said by the end, I took cocktails.
I don't mind that part. My big thing was that there were other people that wanted to come. That
when I was messages being like, everybody can't come because there's no space. Only for 8 of you women.
Oh no. The petty in me really is about to like message and be, like you see those emails. I wanted to just put red flag beside it. Anywhere you see those emails, I just want to, anything that we're doing, please make sure you just, on the back end, it was just, Anyway, it was fun. I went around like asking people it was a lot of fun.
Because even me, I wanted to see like, is this a real thing?
No, it was working.
It's very strange because there is like, even while people were there, there is still a thing about coming somewhere for the purposes of meeting someone like that you like, that nobody wants to admit that.
True. Yeah, okay, yes, that's the first thing. So there was this thing of everybody being like, oh, I just said I will come. I was like, okay, like,
it's just casual. Like, I just want to see what's happening here.
I'm like, okay.
You know, I didn't have anything to do at home. I said, please.
Okay.
See this outfit you want.
Well, we don't actually have like a ton of topics to talk about today, but it's something that I found very fascinating. I think there's something inherently about human beings that makes us feel embarrassed about wanting things. Yeah. It's not just romance. People are embarrassed about wanting things. Like, even with like jobs, you could have been looking for a job for a long time. And even your close friends, they're like, oh, how's it going? You're like, yeah, it's okay. Because you don't want to be like, oh,
you don't say, I'm desperate for employment.
I need it. Like, I remember like, even for him, like, also this guy, do you like him? I'm like, hey, it's okay. Meanwhile,
we saw you laughing.
You opening my whole mouth. And I think there's just something about us that makes us so reticent to show that we're eager about anything. Even like a party that you've been looking forward to for months.
You're not acting as if it's just... And the thing is, they were there, and they like some people were still behaving as if, I'm not even that interested.
Even people that admitted to us one-on-one. Once we got into like a group, so there was a guy that we met and we're like, oh, like, how are you? Fine. Like, why did you come here? He was like, oh, I want to meet somebody. Yeah. We get into a group setting and he's like, yeah, Saturday, not much to do. I said, oh.
I was looking at him now, Baba, please. You've younged us.
But the thing is that one thing I also really liked was there was also a good mix of people who want to meet people.
Yes, I liked that.
And I think I want to start optimizing for that. Like, just generally, community is really getting harder and harder now. So I want us to optimize for things where people meet people. And I want you to know that we said that we're not doing this again. Oh, no, free events, Z.
Why not do it again? Also, let me not lie. I won't say something that sounds somehow, but like, let me not lie. We've been so used to everything selling out that is a bit...
But it did sell out.
Of course. But I was like, we're so used to everybody showing up.
Okay, yeah, that's...
That for the first time.
But that's the difference.
I said, what?
Nigerians are somehow, if they don't pay for it, they don't value it.
No. So, why not do it again? Let me just advise you, why not do it again?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do mixer. Singles mixer.
I won't even call it a singles mixer. If you like, come. Since that's the attitude everybody wants to have. Oh, I don't care. No, whatever. If you like, come. If you like, don't come.
But another thing I found interesting. So I was also going around asking people. So because like guys were like 2 or 3 more than the girls. When the girls were sitting and the guys would rotate around, and it was 10-minute convos. Now you could gauge. You can see a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So when the guys like are like maybe having food or drinks, I was going to gist to them. Even some of the babes, how far. Then at the end, when we were doing, who did you get along with? A very, very interesting thing started to happen.
Don't tell them. Don't say it.
Why?
Don't say it.
No, I won't say the exact thing. So I had spoken to people, and even in the middle of the event, like before they had spoken to everybody else, there are 1 or 2 guys that came to be like, look, can I go back to this other person? Like, I'm actually not interested in mingling further again.
I found that so fascinating.
The last person I spoke to, or the first person I spoke to, isn't the person I want to speak to. I don't want to search anybody again.
But now,
guess what? So but I was like, no, just do the thing. Like, you don't know if she wants to talk to other people. Keep going around. People now were around. Something interesting that happened at the end. And this is human behavior. We're actually fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings me to our next topic of love is blind. But people that had clearly said, out of everybody here, this is the person that I like. Now they spoke to everybody, spoke together. Now it was time, like basically the whole thing we did was, don't exchange details, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have a little thing where you indicate these are 3 people I got along with the most. Mm-hmm. And the theoretical thing that's meant to happen is if you write somebody's name and the person also writes your name in their 3, then you guys match. Better still if you're top of each other. Now, so there were 1 or 2 babes, 1 or 2 guys who generally like are people who get along with people.
Yeah, they have.
So they were like general, like good vibes, people that like even us, they got along with us. Everybody liked them. They were gisting with everybody in the room. I also think it was not time for people to write their thing. Do you know that I thought everyone's strategy would be who I like the most? But people started doing a funny thing where they were like trying to game the situation. So I went to one guy and he wrote, I saw the name he wrote for the first one. And then the person he had told me was supposed to speak to, he wrote out for the second one. And then I asked him, I said, but guy,
this is the person you like.
And I said, but the thing is that everybody's getting along with her. So he doesn't want to use his chat. And I just thought this is such a bizarre approach to something nobody's going to see. Do you get? I was like, why is anyone looking at this paper?
It is human behavior.
She can't see it. And as long as she's written your own name down on her 3, we're not going to tell you your first position or second.
You see what I said about fronting?
In his mind, he was just like, I've gauged that she's actually getting along with everybody. So she's hot cake. So let me put this other babe that also kind of like, even though, and put a second, and I was like, imagine if we now said, okay, it's who you write first, that like, if we're able to do this, we'll do Cupid, that you get. I said, that's how you just said, trust me, it's work. He said, trust me, it's one. And I was like, what sort of baby is this?
It's so interesting.
Even the babes. There was one babe. I saw her. She was kikiing. They were laughing. They were having a grand time. When I was like, oh, they should switch. She now said, okay, it's 10 minutes up. I said, my sis, she too. I now saw her, babe. I now went back to me and said, what did you write there? I said, what did you write there? She's like, yeah, I got along with this guy the most, but this boy, other boy is too fine. Once again, I said, about me. Are you crazy? What sort of tactic is that? I was like, okay, but you didn't get along with him. I said, is he laugh out? I said, what? She said, this other boy, nah, he's the finest of them. And I was like, are you guys...
No, human behavior is absolutely insane.
People are actually not well at all.
Human behavior is
I think because of the nature of like speed dating or the event, those two people on the boys side and girls side that like were generally getting around people, they were everywhere. They were on everybody's list. Just because it's like, but I honestly thought everyone would like
optimize for who they actually liked.
Optimize for who they actually liked and like had a great time with. People were doing all sorts of things. They're writing all sorts of, they're doing all sorts of
permutation,
game theory, strategic planning. And I said, once again, I want to remind you, nobody's looking at this paper. When you write it, nobody else can see it. It was too funny. I didn't get it at all.
Somebody asked me, and that was fun. And then after that, you think Jola and Feyikemi will go home? No,
we didn't go home.
We didn't go home. We went to...
After that event.
We went back to see... AG. And then we called Fowls.
We went back to see AG. When I called Fowls, I said, come, what are you doing?
Yeah, come now.
Yeah, come now. That's how they came. You guys, wait now. So they came now. They're recording. Normal, you guys know me. You know what's about to happen next. Normal. I said, okay. AG, how far by name is this song? Timmy won't mind. Said she won't mind. How far putting my name in the song? It was doing Jola said that. I know Jola was a former performing artist.
Yeah.
She was a performing artist. She can sing. We now said, oh yeah, Jola, hit the mic. I said, AG, give her one or two. Tell her just started bringing out.
No, I thought he was playing.
Bringing out bitch. Jola said, I said,
that thing she did.
Me and Leila said, oh yeah, now we're ready. We're giving. Everybody was saying, okay. Jola also wore sunglasses. I said, okay. It's about to flow out now. Only for Jola to get there, yeah. I said,
0/10. See me, man. I need to jack.
I said, sis, how can we blow with this?
We can't blow. That's just the truth. I'm very sure that music career is not for me.
How can we blow?
That music career is not for me. But it was a lot of fun. We were just arguing, talking rubbish, gisting.
And then people just kept coming and like joining.
So initially it was just us and we were chilling and it was fun. And let me tell you something that I realized that there are different worlds, man. So we're playing with our friends because we know them. We're talking, we're gisting, drinking, AJ has a few shows soon in the UK, I think. And so we're talking like, is he ready? How does he feel? Like the music he's creating. And let's talk about artists. They're always creating the best music of their life. Don't bother. Don't ask them how the album is going. They're literally always, you're not going to see an artist that says, they're going to say, man, I don't know, man. Yeah. Every time I talk to Kunle, every time. How is the music? This is the best music I've ever made. I go just cut phone, say, guy, talk another thing.
Start doing this one. And then you know what? Obviously, us were there for just
our friends, or just
we didn't
playing.
Have focus.
Yeah,
but music, they had a setup. So like, music people now started showing up, and I just said,
at one point I said, it's like it's time for us to go.
Nobody bounced us.
No, zero.
But you know when you can feel it that
you're not meant to be here.
This is a schedule. This is. Because people had collected the mic from Jola now, and they were into melodies.
The ones and twos,
They were doing one or two things, all of them were discussing, Kinnington beats, Kinnington. I just looked at her and I said, sisters.
I said it's time for us to wear our shoe and leave this place.
I think that we've actually come to
I also met someone that, his name is Big Rage. I really like that fellow.
Person.
He's so funny. I really enjoy him. I think he's a producer. He's so much fun. He's really, really clever, really, really funny. We really enjoyed him. So that weekend was a great one indeed.
What happened? And there was
Sunday. We chilled.
Yes, we relaxed. Okay. So on Sunday, it was very relaxed. And then I went to Leila's house to watch Love is Blind.
I went to a bookstore and then I ate the wash shawarma in Lagos.
Yes. I just want to say that I went there and that babe slept.
Hulela?
Yes, absolutely. Anyway, no concern me. I was watching. Now, on to Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you can do Love is Blind?
No.
Tell me why.
Because I'm a fool. So I do think, one thing I'm very big on is knowing yourself.
Who you are.
Knowing who you are as a person. So the thing with Love is Blind is theoretically. It makes a lot of sense. Like because it's the substance
it's
of a person.
It's about the inner what? Inner beauty of that person.
I need the outer.
Let me tell you something. I realized while I was watching Love is Blind that the reason I can't do it is because I'm actually somehow. Because by the time I start feeling the ass, I'll just say, okay, let me draw you. Describe yourself. Describe yourself.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
It wasn't that. It's just, for me, I
really like, I think that is a part of it.
It's a huge part.
It's a huge part of it.
I feel like for me, it would be an exercise in self-deceit.
But do you know the thing is we've discussed before, I don't have a type.
No, you don't. But my own point is that, you know that thing, let me tell you what was the biggest thing for me. I love the people that were like, look, I've fallen in love with them. Let's just see how it goes. Hopefully it's key. All those people that are saying, no matter what they look like. I say Lambert. They should change the name of that show to Lamba. Because if you see, let me tell you, one thing about me, I do need the outer beauty. It's actually very essential.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Another thing is, my love language is words of affirmation.
Yeah, so they can raise you to death.
Lamba to kill me.
They'll raise you to death.
What are you talking about? To death. Imagine Lagos Boys on that show.
No, Imagine Lagos Boys. There's a guy during the speed dating thing that came to us and said fully, he was like, okay, but there are 4 babes I like. Yes.
Yeah.
He said, what are we going to do?
What will we do?
He said it to me. He's like, okay, so we need to strategize here because you guys didn't plan this thing well because now I like all of them.
And then another thing he was doing, obviously, everybody was just going, seasoning out people. Cocktails have these little ducks that they put as events.
That nigga has
every time he was now going to rotate to a different babe. He would now go and collect the duck and say, oh, here's a gift. And the babes too, I said they didn't see the duck before. They'll be like, fool. I said, what? So yeah, I've been watching.
This pink one with the crown, you are a queen. I say, hey, free gifts. It's not even as if he bought it, he stole it from somebody else. He stole it from a vendor. And he's giving it to women. And they were all opening their teeth.
So that's why for me, I'm like, if I enter that thing, it's really.
Is your love language really words of affirmation?
It is. Let me not lie to you. It's actually right.
You seem ashamed of it.
I am. I wanted to say ask yourself, it's not lie. But so that's the problem for me. And then when you now start to see in that show, there's a lot to unpack. I think you need to watch it. Like one babe that said that they asked, oh, which celebrity do people say you look like?
Oh.
She said people say she looks like Megan Fox.
Which version of Megan Fox are you talking about? Transformers Megan Fox?
Yes.
Because that Megan Fox has also passed. As in,
no,
Megan doesn't look like that Megan again.
What I'm saying is just, you reach your turn. Look at where you started. Megan Fox.
Who do you think you look like?
Only for the babe to come out. And obviously, he couldn't express his shock and surprise in the moment. It was not in his diary session. About that company talk, she lied to me about her looks.
Do you know why this is so funny? Yesterday, we were gisting about something, me and my friends. And one of my friends is online dating at the moment. And I've never done online dating. But the two of them had. So I didn't have a lot to say, but they did. I remember one consistent thing was just why aren't people who they say they are? The two of them, they kept saying it no, but it was almost but why would you do that? The way the two of them were talking was cracking me up. My reflexes were really slow because I was tired, but the two of them were cracking me up because there's a whole thing about angles during picture taking.
It is, and also hat fishing.
There's a way you take a picture face up that gives an implication of neck down. And why would you do that? Because you've given me an impression. And sometimes, I remember thinking, wow, this entire
when
thing
I tried online dating, there's one particular guy, it wasn't even online dating. It was someone trying to introduce us, and then they sent me his Instagram. Now, the thing is, I was like, okay, we can meet up for a specific reason. I didn't realize it at the time. But when I met him in person, I realized that the person I introduced me to, and we're no longer friends now because she's a wicked soul. Now, I didn't gauge that all his pictures on Instagram, he was wearing some like fila, cap, beanie, just his head was never showing. But it didn't like occur to me that it was a thing because I just thought, these are plenty pictures. Good looking man. He reached my turn to do dinner.
You removed the
cap. And that was on the basis of take me as I am, love me for who? I said, I cannot. I said, you wear that cap. I said, what do you mean you came here with your head? I almost wanted to tell him that, bro, I know we just met, but why didn't you just shave everything? Now go bald, now better. Because what you're working with is tough.
Yeah, a terrible person.
I promise you, I couldn't see past it the whole dinner. I just kept being like, so why would you not wear the cap? Like,
human beings are bad. You know that you're a bad person.
See, you were just talking at dinner, so you're interested. I said, caps. I'm interested in caps. Hats, fila, any type of scarf, durag, any headgear possible for you. I'm so interested in it.
You guys, so one of the cinematographers has been wearing a hat. He took it off, and once Fekemi started talking about cap filler, the poor boy put it back on his head. You see what you've caused.
You guys, that day, I'm sure you must have been wondering why you keep looking at my head. Hello, boys and girls. I just want to stop what you're doing now, okay? And just listen to what I'm saying. Don't ask me any questions. Now, as I listen to this podcast, just click subscribe as you're watching it. Click like, click subscribe, follow my lead. Write in the comments, oh my God, wow, this is the best podcast I've ever listened to in my life. That's what I just need you to do now. Also, because you're watching it on YouTube, I do not want you to forget that this is actually a full audio episode that you can get on any platform that is streaming podcasts, be it Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or any of the other podcast apps. We are there. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Have you ever done amebo when other people are on a date?
Oh, I do that all the time.
So once we went to dinner, and there's this couple that was there, and I was trying to figure out, like, it seemed like it was a date where maybe Fekemi had told me that I'll really get on with this guy. But it was like a setup. It was like a high stakes dinner. It was like a really expensive dinner, right? Mm-hmm. And I felt like they were both really trying to give off the impression that Mo are intelligent, Mo are learned, and I have ideas. Because small thing, I was just saying, because given what Buhari was working with, we had to allow this food hook in these girls' throats. Then, she now said, from a marketing perspective, I said, so people don't talk about television, music, nothing. They were really, like, you could tell that they both, whoever had, like, the person had told both of them that you love it, full of mindful issues. And I remember thinking, because we clearly were not supposed to be listening.
Yeah.
So me and my friend will now do like this. We'll now stop. Like when imagine like you're sitting down next to people, and then you notice that these two fools have stopped and two of them are leaning on the people's side. And then they will stop talking to us and say, so they did. Because we were trying to figure out what they're talking about. So you mean because of the cap, you didn't date him?
I can't lie to you, Jola. And I do know he's actually really lovely. But let me not lie, the lack of self-awareness, I could move past it. As somebody, don't you have guys? Someone must yarn you.
What, your cap?
Shave the head. Let's know that the hairline is scattered completely.
Do you really feel that strongly about it?
I said somebody I didn't date after that.
Okay, do you know what? Fair enough.
I was just like, no, my own was like, but like, why would it be on the first date that he wants to show me who you really are?
But isn't it not catfishing if he doesn't do it up? He does it after.
It is, but that's why I'm saying I'm somehow. Can you see why I can't go on Love is Blind?
Fair enough.
Because for me, the thing I want to say to the people who currently Love is Blind is, maybe you have opened your eyes very well.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like just generally, like,
and that, let me know, like, it is somehow, but like, this is my point.
But all those things do matter. Like, it's a combination of things. It does. Like, some people really don't. Some people don't care at all. about what you look like. Some people do. Some people is like...
But even when you don't care what you look like, it's because you're already sort of... there's a vibe.
Yeah,
you're already sort of attracted to the person in general. So that I don't care what you look like is not like in and of itself. It's just because we are already getting along. So even if you're not my typical sport or whatever, you're still attracted to them. What I'm talking about is a lack of chemistry, attraction, blah, blah, blah. I don't think your like heart-to-heart connection can compensate for there not being that.
Yeah. This is also a thing I have against like church matchups. Churches severely downplay, religious institutions severely downplay attraction.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, even though my dad is a pastor, I told you guys the story of how my mom and dad met. He was in church. My dad then realized him and his friend were looking at the same young lady. And he told his friend, as soon as they finished saying the grace is first together. And they left it. Legends, and my dad got there first. When I said that, he literally looked at his friend. The guy looked at him and he said it's first together. And he ran. I said, Sister Kemi, it's so nice to meet you. Well, here we are. I said it first. I got here first. I said it first. And my mom, who was extremely shy. When I say in fact, people thought she was proud, but my mother used to be extremely shy. So my father used to talk so much. The woman never got a word in edgeways. And the next thing she knew, she was marrying. Because she never, like my mom probably started talking, got over her shyness when I was maybe almost a teenager. She used to be borderline, like people used to think, they didn't realize she was almost crippling shy. Like my mom didn't like talking at all. So Kola was just like, yep, wife. She did not even know how to talk. She said, okay, no problem. So yeah, I don't know, when people downplay like what physical attraction is. Me, I don't have type, sha. If you line up all the people I've liked together, you might think I have some sort of issue because you'll be like, what's the common thread here? But I really don't care what people look like. I wonder, do you think we should have asked more questions when people are filling out the form?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it had anything to do with that.
Yeah, but I think we had a good mix.
I think we had a good mix.
Apart from those daughters of Jezebel that didn't come.
I'm very curious to see what happens, Sha. Like if anybody actually
going forward.
Up. Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot of friendships
that I think we'll like definitely see each other again.
You think so?
Yeah. I think 100%.
Yes.
Because they're doing photo shoots.
That makes it too, because there's one pair that stayed till we were leaving.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, Abby. There's one pair that stayed till we were leaving. Now let me tell you what happened. When we entered my car, I don't think he caught it. When we entered my car, you know? And if the Hyundai doesn't do anything for you, the headlight's very bright. So when I put on my car, the headlights on. I just saw a lingering embrace. I said, excuse me, people met at 6:30. 6:30, you guys met in this place. And I could see that. I said, you people you're fraternizing outside of class. This is against the rules. But they seemed quite enamored with each other, which I thought was cute.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. But yeah,
those guys.
Listen, this love and blind experience, I think I want to bring you to Nigeria.
No.
I do. I want to see Nigerian men and women in this context, because even in that, I don't even know how long.
No, do you know why it won't
I don't
work?
know how long they stay in the pod.
Do you know why it won't work? Even
that small thing, people were already forming jealous.
So, do you know why it can't work? Because the first thing that will say, Shine, that's Sabia State. That's Abia. My mother doesn't like people from your side. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. You say you're a graduate of here. OSU, my ex-girlfriend was from that side. Very stupid girl. Don't worry about it. What do you say you study? Politics. So you will do what's be arguing with me at home. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You say your father works in customs. Okay, I'm not dating somebody in that area, but actually I have a container that's been there. Nigerians, our wahala is so much that you can't actually you can't. Somebody might push a relationship up to a point, knowing he or she doesn't like the other person, but they want something from them. Then week 8, you now be hearing the truth of it is actually I'm in tech. The truth of it is actually I'm in tech. And when he was talking to me, he said he worked at Access. And the thing is, actually have a proposal for them about their online banking. So that's how we are here now. But who I actually like is Tomike. And you know, see that everybody
honestly,
plus the produce Nigerians, you can't actually like account for our insanity.
Also, let me also tell you another thing. See, doing Nigerian men talk, they lie a lot. They lied. There was one man that told two women inside that same Love is Blind that he wants them to leave today. That he just wants to propose. I said, no, it was a very long story, very long speech about how whatever he tells them, he doesn't tell. So one babe was feeling bad. She was feeling herself. What if I had to enter the women's area or whatever and go and join the rest of the women that, what are you gisting about? For the other one to be telling the story of, oh my God, this is what this one told me. She's now looking at, you know when shame does not lie to.
That has happened to me. Happened to me a few times.
She didn't say anything. Oh, she did not say anything.
You just be doing like this. You can't speak out.
No, it's bad. It's actually bad.
I remember one of my friends. I was very upset about something, and the person in question wasn't my boyfriend. So it couldn't be. I couldn't engage the emotions fully. My friend said, "You better talk. Let's know how he's doing you." She said, She said, "Talk. Let's know how he's doing you." I said, "I'm so ashamed. I can't talk." I said, because once more than one person knows this shit. I said, you also judge me.
No.
Oh.
She couldn't say anything. She had to keep quiet. And I said, you know what? Sis, fair enough. To the grave. And then she ended up eventually telling. That day, she wasn't, like, you know, when
you have to be shocked. Because if somebody has, and there's a way a man will say certain things that you unless you're like very hard.
Unless
you're very hard.
You will take, like she was, as far as she was concerned, by like the next day, 2 of them were leaving. They're going to be the first to leave. They're going to marry, propose everything. The exact same words.
All right. So the first dilemma we have is from somebody called Jollz Baby. Who says,
also, the names this time around, very spicy. I'm enjoying them a lot.
Who says, hello, Jolla and FK. I really love you guys. No, actually, sorry. I need to start that again because I need to do it in a proper voice.
Okay.
So this person is called Jollz Baby. And he says, hello, Jolla and FK. I really love you guys.
Okay, you know he's a man.
Yes, I've been a follower for a long time. Okay, so straight to my dilemma. I'm a realtor in Lagos, and I leased a terrace for a client who along the line I fell in love with. I'm in my late 20s, and she's in her early 40s. But ever since I met her, I've been having a series of dreams about her. Either we are locking arms around each other or doing something intimate. So unlike me that I always keep things professional with my clients. I realized that I started going all out for her and even carrying out some repairs at my own cost till she moved into her place in Lekki. I really feel like I've met my soulmate. The way she stared at me, always looked at my status on WhatsApp. Always startled me. So I want to take things further by being her friend, but she wasn't having it that way. She always ignores me, or always sends me messages that are repair works to be done. I felt really bad, but I still feel connected to her because I always see her in my dreams. But I can't continue like this. It's been almost a year.
Is this a spiritual problem? Sorry, there's only one thing I want to say about this whole thing.
I haven't finished too.
Oh, sorry.
It's been almost a year since I've known her, and I'm still having the same feelings for her. And I don't know how to tell her since she's always ignoring my messages. Please, what can I do?
I did your WhatsApp status.
She said she's always checking.
Write it to your WhatsApp status. Let's see. Can I just say something about the WhatsApp status?
She's always checking.
Do you know, I'm not into WhatsApp status, but do you know whose WhatsApp status? Just on this analogy.
Yeah.
Do you know whose WhatsApp status I always look at?
Who?
Why did the AC man? He's too funny.
Your AC guy.
So if he goes by that, no, I just want to bring a parallel. If YD goes by that, what's he love any? I mean, YD, a relationship. Because what that man is always posting, he's always posting all these quotable quotes, but he can't spell. That's also wisdom is for the wise, skinny girl. And I'm like, bro. So what I want to say is, let's say we're 80 checks now. We not be thinking that, this baby's feeling me.
Nah, she's feeling it for sure now.
Do you know, love can make you so delusional?
Yeah, I think he's He's enamored by her.
He's completely enamored. And she's an agbaya. She's messy because now that she has found the Ant-Man, she's not saying, please, I need to come and fix my cupboard.
First of all, let me tell you something. It's very rare for a Nigerian 40-something-year-old woman to take a 20-something-year-old man seriously.
Of course she don't take
it
seriously.
I guarantee you
and
that.
also, of course, she knows he likes her.
Yeah.
And she knows he's willing to do the work for free. As far as I'm concerned, everybody's winning here. And the best thing for him to just put it in that his status.
No, but he said...
if he puts ma,
I love you.
If you put ma.
No. Do you know what you should do? You should put that, do you know the way you should do it? You should do it like, did you ever watch Queen Charlotte?
Yeah.
Where he said, I love
you! Let me not lie to you. I think that WhatsApp status.
That's what he needs to do.
I think that WhatsApp status is the way to go. Also, why does love make you so delusional? Because you've just told us that for 1 year she's not replying your message.
But in their dreams.
But what's
in his dreams, they're very intimate.
You wrote and typed this thing out.
My darling, you have a crush. Like, welcome back.
And his spirit wife.
Has he never had a crush before? So I think he has never had a crush before.
Yeah, because obviously he thinks like crush. Something is happening.
Like, I think people think that it's either like there's love, like you have a crush on an older woman.
Them. Yeah.
And when she asks you to do things, you just do them for her because you think she's so beautiful and she's so sexy and she's older and she's attractive.
Well, she's probably just telling her friends that, why is he
this small boy keeps disturbing me.
Let me know, like, what
and she said, and he has not fixed yes since I said it last week. Yes, he's here texting me.
Cease and desist.
Yeah, you need to find something else to do.
Get it together.
There is no road. That one I can tell you for free. Okay, the final one.
All right.
Obvious Anonymous says, I got in the wheel. Guys, this one is weird. My life is a super story, and I'm a pencil in the hand of the creator. Long story short, my dad died when I was little and left the little he had to my brother and I to help me. So I saved my pay to Japa to the UK. Well, that rhymed. Did you notice?
It did. Well done.
I got a gig in elder care, which was quite gross, but the pay was sound, so I stayed on. I made a friend, let's call her Rachel, who's from quite a wealthy family. I didn't realize how wealthy till I visited her family at home. On one of my visits, I met her dad, who was disabled due to a stroke, and felt sorry for him. His kids don't pay a lot of attention to him, and he's always alone. So I made it a point of duty to sit with him and keep him company a few times out of kindness. He was really interesting company, and I learned a lot from him. Side notes, he was also attractive.
Sorry, the man that is
despite his age.
Father.
Anyway, he passed away a few weeks ago. I was saddened by his passing, only to find out he left me about 100K in his will to help me go back to school.
Sorry, there's something about 100K you missed.
Pounds.
Oh, God bless you.
I won't lie, I was happy to make it to the will, finally. But Rachel and his other kids are so angry with me. They've threatened a lawsuit saying I took advantage of their father and even saying our relationship was sexual. I swear it was not. He was a charming man, but very sick. And they are calling me a fraudster. Rachel and her brothers have inherited millions, but they still want that 100 grand back. His lawyers have paid it to me, and I'm considering returning it to the family as it feels wrong to keep it. What do? You keep your fucking money.
Honestly, have you heard of sticks and stones? Which insult have you not been insulted that you said, and they're calling me a fraudster?
Who is Rachel?
Not be today.
Who is Rachel?
Rachel and her brother. Very stupid girl.
Rachel?
Rachel?
Do you know this is my issue with people?
My problem is you still want to be friends with Rachel. Who's that?
Rachel. I don't know her.
I don't even know.
Rachel?
Rachel. I've never heard of her.
You know, this is my issue. People get to England and they forget how to be a Nigerian.
What are you talking about? I'm very surprised at this rubbish show. She said she's even feeling so bad. She wants to, okay, give the money back. If I hear, give the money back. Rachel. How close are you?
Rachel could not sit down with her own daddy.
How close are you and
You
Rachel?
helped Big Daddy. You sat down with Big Daddy.
You saw Chief. You went to sit down with Chief Bawoni.
How are you?
Right, jail, this one, that one. All of a sudden, Rachel, who didn't ask Chief if he has eaten? No.
I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe it.
Which one is the first? Okay, so. Whoever died of insult. Okay, and so.
This is when you see me in Daily Mirror. I will hold my money like this. Yes.
So Rachel. And
I will use 300 pounds of that money to record a track. Fuck Rachel. Fuck her brothers. Fuck elder care.
No, then
as a job.
All of them are crazy. As in, do you know that I even thought when she mentioned Rachel,
100K is?
I thought when she mentioned Rachel and the brother, she was going to say, oh, maybe he didn't leave them anything. Okay, they still inherited millions. No, Rachel is actually...
you know this girl wants to return 200 million naira.
When I tell you that Rachel, she actually is a fraudster because what's so rubbish is that?
Let me tell you, this is when I will now actually become a fraudster. I will dispute that will.
Let me tell you one part of what my problem is.
I will dispute that will.
He wanted to give me more.
I will say, actually, we were in love. We were in love, and he made me a verbal promise. Well, I will turn that family upside down. By the time I finish with them, they say, you know what, take 200, get out of our lives.
You pay.
You see me with microphone.
See, this girl does not know what she's doing.
That would not remember that I'm a poor African immigrant.
This girl does not know what she's doing. Because you know when people are doing crazy things, that you have to remember that we're all crazy. Yeah. And I've used 2,000 pounds. Okay, Rachel and her brother Abby, don't worry. I'm ready for you. Now there war suits.
Oh, no, see, every week I come, he tell me he loved me. You will not believe by the time he starts.
100,000 pounds, Sterling.
I'll say he will be there. He'll be there. They lock him in his room. I love him. By the time I finish, the whole family will be begging me. Now, please, can I fuck off? Because of 100K, you want to... Okay, so you now want to go back into that job.
Okay, I'll ask you something.
What?
I'll ask what her plan is. Like, if she returns the money, what's her plan?
Let me ask her and Rachel.
What's her plan? When she returns the money, what's her plan?
As for you, Rachel.
You don't hear that people's reward is in heaven. They give you your own. They give you advance notice of your own. You say you want to wait till you get to the... No,
that's crazy.
No.
Do you know how many people dream of this?
No, but you know the thing.
Do you know what's even paining me?
I think maybe that we might actually be bad people because this kind of thing can never cross my mind. Give it back. I said, look, I will use some of that money that Rachel...
I'm not using any.
I'll start wearing suits.
The next thing you will see, if anybody dashes me 100K, you see that WhatsApp status?
You know what I'll do? Because all of a sudden, I see at that funeral, actually they would have read the will. That means they've done the funeral. Because the way I would have shown up, I'll just say, you know what, Jolla, and then we start wearing suits. Follow me. Wear glasses like this. Wear sunglasses. Sorry, Rachel, please. Please. I don't have time for this.
You don't?
I don't have time for this. I'm in mourning. Mm-hmm. I'm in mourning. Could they wear all black?
I'm telling you.
Adio Papa.
At his
and I printed Adio Papa.
At his funeral. Once they start talking.
Do you know how Sergeant, by the time I print Adio Papa shirt, I'm giving it like the funeral. You know how people behave when they want to be intelligent. Just go right to are you okay? Have you eaten? He's such a close friend of mine. How did you know him? And later, she spoke about you. He told me all about it. What?
When we get to the graveside, I was like, let me go. Let me follow daddy. I'll start starting to jump. You and Debbie will be holding me. And I'll be threatening people if I near that place. Let me go with my love.
Rachel, what are you talking about? Rachel?
Anyway, say, Daddy, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
He gave you money to go back to school and you're here chatting
Papa. What are you talking about? You will not drink on my hand, she'll give out maybe mugs, hoodies, courtesy of friend of Papa.
Friend of Daddy.
Best friend of Papa. Courtesy of friend of Papa.
And you'll be or we'll do the one where there's mug. Then when you pour water inside, the picture will change.
It will not change.
From daddy to me and daddy together. You will not believe it. Better enjoy your money. God has done it for you.
It's you that has time.
Also, I don't know.
Had it been me, Rachel would have been tired.
She wrote this thing in like last week, so I want to just use God to beg you. The way you've written this thing, I hope it's not open your stupid mouth to tell your relative. I hope you've not opened your dirty and stinking mouth to call your brother to say, brother, I don't know what to do. They gave me 100. I hope you shut up your dirty and stupid trap and paid your school fees and quietly gone. How did you pay your school fees? My brother is lotto.
He's God.
I won 2/8 in the lotto. And look at where we are. Because the way I'm sure you've been asking for advice everywhere.
I'm telling you, that's what's irritating me.
I know you've been going around saying, what would you do if it was you? Okay, it's me actually, but what would you do if you are me? Oh, God. Do you know that if they dash me 100K, I cannot tell anybody?
I swear to God.
100K.
First of all, I'll first tell Jolla that they give me 10K.
Let's go and buy ice cream. And ice cream is one scoop.
Let's roll out.
One scoop.
I swear to God. 10K query. That's what I'll say.
If I'm feeling good,
everybody should eat out of that 10K.
If I'm feeling good, I'll take you to a liar.
I'm telling you.
Not talking about one egg.
Out of that 10K. let's know that we've all gone now. We've all had a good time.
No turkey, 1 egg. Because all is protein.
When you just ask me that, how come you buy a new character? So I've done investments. What is your Bitcoin, crypto,
Avian.
Avian is another avian. The inside. That's actually what you don't know. Another avian was inside that 10K, and that's how it blew. Imagine me. There's nobody I would tell. 10K last song, that what they give me. Thank you so much.
I can't believe it. So is it like people don't listen to us? Are we just talking here for fun? For 6 years.
She'll be listening to us. She cannot pick up life lesson. Rachel.
Yes!
God bless you. That's all. Actually, let me tell you, if you want to do penance, because it seems like you're feeling guilty.
Yes, we have somebody who is about to disgrace
They
her.
gave you 100K. It's too much. It's too much. I don't want you to be greedy. I don't want you to be greedy. This is what you do. This is what you do. Listen to me. Listen to me. You remove 5K. You send that girl 3K. You send us 2K. Finish. Yes.
Out of 100.
It's not what we're doing here. Look at all the plenty things we've said. This is what we've given her legal advice.
Yes.
Financial.
You're giving them
investment.
Motivation.
What are you talking about?
We've done a lot. Even more than our family.
What are you talking about?
We've done a lot.
My sis, give that girl that to let her pay her uncle back. That's number one. Send the remaining money to us. Do you know what?
In pounds or not in naira.
Sorry, let me say something. This is actually what I suggest you do, and I'm being dead serious. You guys always think I'm joking. That money, you're not comfortable with this. Send it for safekeeping with us. Tell Rachel to phone us. She did grace. I said, Rachel, I ain't fed by Jenny, Rachel. What are you asking me?
And I'm not implying anything, but if need be, I have family members that reside in Peckham.
I'm telling you.
We can help you.
Nonsense.
We can help you.
I say you're fortunate I didn't collect the millions in your hand.
We
Rubbish.
can help you because it's like Rachel needs a visit. Rachel needs a talking to.
Rachel?
She has no bring-up.
No.
Brought up very poorly.
Oleko. She's very, very rude, actually.
Very unserious.
Very rude.
I can't imagine me saying I want to give somebody back. Do you know that even money? Do you know something? I'm 31 years old. You know when my daddy comes back, I just put my hand inside his pocket. Anything I see, I run. I just collect it and run to my room. Just slam the door. And I'm 31 years old. As in now, when my daddy enters, I just put my hand inside his pocket. Anything I see, I just run upstairs. It can be his key. I don't care. I just run inside my room and close the door. He has to come and say, Jonah, please, at your age, please. Then you meet somebody who wrote, said lawyer, as in his legal law. It's not as if I gave daddy encouragement.
As in there was a reading of the will.
No, so do you know, Fake me? Why don't I need to start master classes on human behavior?
Swear.
People are no. Are your ancestors sleeping?
Small thing like this, they fear.
Rachel.
That what?
Rachel.
That what?
And her brothers. I'll just start spreading rumors about Rachel in Daily Mail. By the time they finish, all those people that comment, by the time those Harry and Meghan people find her, Rachel will not believe her life. Anyway, thank you so much for writing to us. Now I'm going to go and start imagining what I would do if somebody gave me 100K.
Someone gave me 100K now. That's actually my next
first thing. I'm quitting this podcast
to figure out.
That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm quitting this podcast because this girl, I can't anymore. I just can't with her.
It's a poverty bond. Like these people will beg tire because podcast on to what? With the money I have, I should be talking.
Okay, actually.
Rich people, do you hear them making noise?
Yeah, we do actually.
Wait, no, the ones we have here are like second hand.
Before we leave, I have one thing I want us to discuss. So, I told you guys, I was not my complete self on Friday.
You guys, I actually have to tell you that Jollz wrote while she was in this inebriated.
I was inebriated.
In the inebriated state, she decided to take notes.
I felt
because she was in a
I felt like a philosopher. So I started writing things.
Jollz wrote notes for what we should do.
Most are incoherent.
However, you see the notes that she wrote.
I have one thing I would like us to discuss, and I want you to know that this came from I'm actually not joking. I felt as we came here, I was there
I actually promise you, this is actually the first line.
The first line
of the notes for topics for the podcast episode, the whole episode. I want you to say the first one.
Okay, is there any color of pants that you feel is childish?
That's actually what was there written out. Number one. Like number one, she wrote, I said podcast episodes. What she wrote number one that Friday night before she told me is there any color of pants that is childish?
And I think so.
And I just want to see where some people's minds are on a day-to-day basis. But let me know, we discussed this and we actually discussed very childish pants.
Yes. So for me, fluorescent
Neon.
Any neon, anything.
For me, anything polka dots. Very childish.
Anything neon. Then there's a difference between like lace and nets. Nets. You see nets pants. Not, and it looks like if you squeeze it, you can use it as sponge. You know what I mean? Like if you squeeze it and you give to somebody, they may think you give them a sponge.
Yeah, let me tell you another pants that's very childish. Like if you have a pack of pants, like 6 in 1, that every pant is a different color, extremely childish.
Yeah. Also, Monday,
especially
Tuesday,
when
Wednesday.
it's like pastel yellow, baby blue, very childish. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday pants, extremely childish.
Yeah, very, very childish.
Extremely
and I'm
childish.
thinking about it. Then there's a way that, there's some underwear that they paint, like it's like they saw these like, did you ever read Peter Rabbit?
Yeah.
You know the way they paint all the flowers there?
They now put it on.
They now put it on the pants with bow.
Also, pants with bows. I'm not talking about like lingerie with lace. I mean pants, cotton pants with that little bow when you're not 12. Excuse me.
Childish.
Very childish. Very childish.
Very, very childish.
Very childish pants.
Yeah. And then pants with, there's a certain type of lace border.
Yes.
It's
Especially
like
when
border.
it's a different color
Yes.
than the rest of the pants.
Like the rest of the pants.
Extremely
It's
childish.
very, very childish. I was
Extremely
thinking about
childish.
this thing seriously.
Do you know that sometimes I wonder if you're actually okay?
What?
No, because do you know when she showed me this thing, I thought what I was going to see there was actual episodes of. Do you want to? I remember the second one.
No, please, let's not do this.
Because I actually don't know the second line, number
That's how I
2.
know I was drunk.
Literally, it
I
says
wrote water.
It literally says water. Fuck. That's what it says. That's actually what it says. That's actually what it says in
So
my
I think it was
notes.
that way. Let me explain.
And it's spelled F-O-K. That's actually what's written.
Let me explain what happened, you guys. I don't like you. Let me explain what happened. So, like, I written the first line, and I wrote water. Then that's when I realized, yeah, Jola, Otiyo, truly, and I wrote fuck. I tell you, that is what happened. Because I had an idea about water.
Do you know that when I saw this document, I said, okay, we should discuss.
So forget what asking me, do you mean intercourse inside water or like
I was not thinking that maybe she's shy. She wants to have a conversation about maybe she had a recent experience inside the water.
No, I look at that thing today. And then the thing is, I thought that, but I now feel like whenever we go out, if I'm drinking, I'm going to start putting down my thoughts.
I think you should stop.
I know. I really think I need to continue.
I think your thoughts should be up.
I need to start putting down my thoughts.
Don't put them down. Let them be up.
I'm going to start putting down my thoughts because I really feel like I have a lot to share.
I read this thing and I said...
No, if you guys had seen her face, that's when I knew I really, really fucked up. Because I shared it with her thinking she would be like...
the same alcohol all of us. What the hell?
Because I thought Fekeme was supposed to be like, okay, do you know what? She's like, are you okay? I was not like, maybe this wasn't a good idea. And then I showed somebody who I personally feel like the person and I have been through a lot. And if anything, this person should always be on my side. And I showed the person and they had this look. I can't even explain whether it's disgust. But they had a look that said, I regret knowing you. That's the only way to explain.
The third one, I don't remember because it was like 4 lines. There was plenty English there.
Anyway,
plenty.
I'm not ready to discuss. I haven't thought about it deeply enough. But next week, you guys will be finding out about it.
Remember what they threw away in my house? Now...
Oh,
wait. I said I wanted to try, everybody, I wanted to try. You see, when things don't concern you and you go and do them, it always backfires. So I said, you know what? I don't want to do exercise and eating healthy. No. Fast track. I want to do ozempic. Okay now. No. Okay now. I went to buy the ozempic. Mad. No problem. Now, we have 2 fridges in the house. Big fridge. Small fridge. I said, okay, they said you should... I've seen the girlies. The girlies, they're refrigerating this stuff. So the first time in the hospital, I took it, I had the first one, put it in the fridge. Okay, I'm done the gauge, maybe 0.75 kg. Lost movement. I said, okay, let's keep it moving. I just went with the lowest dose because I'm not them. Ask me why. Now, Christmas came. They were now putting food in the fridge, rearranging, blah, blah, blah. The day after Christmas was now the day of my next shot. Okay, I went to open the fridge where I put the Ozempic. I saw barbecue sauce. I said, this is not the box that I put there. I went to check another place. I saw a box of shortbread. I said, okay. Where is it? Only for me to call the cook, call the nanny, that, excuse me. I left something in it. Okay, it was yours. I thought they were not using it anymore. So it was like a box. The box was wet. They threw it away. Okay. Something that used hundreds of thousands of naira. When I tell you that they threw my Ozempic in the bin.
Do you know what Fekemi did? The next time I told Fekemi said, I'm going to the gym to meet my trainer.
No, you guys. That thing was almost 400K. When I tell you that they also so sorry. He said he's so sorry. I said, do you know what's at stake? Okay, now that story, will I lose 10 kg? Are you crazy? Okay, that's how I knew that. See, it's not everything you must put your hand. I'm telling you. There's some things you should not put your hand.
Also, Fekemi, we don't have luck.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We actually don't have luck.
Other people, they did it. They lost it. People were asking them. They said, they went to the gym. It reached my turn. I couldn't even make it.
For people to ask the question.
Thank you. I couldn't even make it to the point where people are commenting, TFK uses Ozempic. 0, because it's in the trash. How do me? No. It's really just, what are the odds? The thing is, why would you throw it away? Like, why would you not say, actually?
Let's ask who is doing all this thing.
He said, because it was Christmas, they were looking for space for the food. I thought, what? That somehow he puts it on the table. He just thought, but they must have packed it up. I said, they must have. So anyway, I just want to advise you guys that it's actually not everything
that you put your hands
I'm telling you. Others are doing it. It doesn't mean. So I've resigned myself that Jim will. Very unfortunate. I'm telling you, very unfortunate. Because I thought that, you know what, this is a good track. And I'm not going to do it again because in case that man is still in the house. That man is still in the house. And it's not sort of once beaten, twice. I will be beaten. Someone was not saying to me, I should buy one of those skincare fridges. I should put it in my room. I should buy the fridge for the Ozempic. A fridge.
I actually want to buy one. The tiny ones. I want to buy one.
Small fridge for this Ozempic.
Yeah, I want to buy one and put it under my table.
So, people are asking me, oh my God, how, do you know the funny
thing?
People
keep asking, actually.
Can I now say it? Now, I told some people that I was going to get it. And this is how you know people are bad people, liars. So imagine I've told you today now. You're asking me 3 weeks later. Obviously, I've not lost weight. Obviously. Say, okay, how is the Ozempic?
Do you know what they are saying? They like, I cannot see it on your body, so please explain to me. Because they don't want to say, they don't want to be...
Someone else saw me. I said, okay, so do you have side effects?
So that you say, maybe I'm reacting to it. And people are bad.
My friends that I've told when I ask him in the, you look like you've lost some. I remember one of my friends said, I've heard it takes like 2 or 3 months.
Nah, honestly.
Look. Okay. I said, no, please. So anyway, that's just what I want to let you guys know, that sometimes when things don't work out, it's just better for you to leave it.
Completely.
It's not part of your journey.
At all.
So that's all.
All right, guys, this has been a cute-ass episode. Please let us know what you think are like childish pants or underwear. No, I actually want to know. Probably like it's a post. Childish pants.
As in the picture.
Yes. We can even beg Goye to do a scribble. That'll be the color. That'll be the cover of this episode.
Of childish pants. There's actually a lot of childish pants.
Exactly. And it's things to hear. I want to know. I know you want to know. It's not childish pants, but let me tell you something. Shimmy can be childish.
There's a type of shimmy that's very childish.
But anyway, we'll stop there.
Very childish.
As usual, if you are listening anywhere, streaming anywhere, make sure you like and comment, leave a review. Very, very important. If you watched it on YouTube, go back, and like and subscribe and leave a comment. The part you enjoyed the most, what made you laugh, if you liked our outfits, whatever, just make a comment. If you haven't watched it on YouTube, just you go there and do that also. Yeah, just helping. It's just you. Okay, I listen on streaming.
Please subscribe, download.
I do that. Do all the things.
Ones.
You know the things you need to do.
You know the things.
It's very,
just
very important.
Do all the things.
We're very happy to be back. We're getting into the groove of things. Somebody said that we should bring somebody that almost died.
Yes, someone said we should bring someone that had a near-death experience.
You are a Nigerian, is it not every day? When he said it, I said, do you know, this country is out of my life. What do you mean almost die? Every day I almost die. Every day I almost die. Do you know, I almost died this morning. I went to fill my tank. That is a death in and of itself. Okay? I like Yoruba men. That's a death unto itself.
See, there are many things that are trying to kill you.
That can kill you. I asked for the price of 1 week last week. I almost died. The girl said, first of all, she said in naira, in dollars. I said, excuse me now. Irony. Excuse me.
So listen.
Excuse me.
I think we should have other people. Who are other people that we want? I mean, I really want people that have like interest. I
want a dispatch rider.
I'm still looking for a divorced, like
couple.
Someone that has been divorced.
Yeah.
So like a man that's divorced, a woman that's divorced. It doesn't have to be 12 of you that were inside the marriage. But like young, under 40.
Yeah, to come and talk to us
and talk to us about. Since you people are shy, I don't know the problem.
Oh, you don't?
I know the problem. I know the problem.
You don't?
I asked one of my friends. She said that so that everybody's family, that everybody will know who she's talking about.
Yeah. We have like a few ideas.
Yeah.
Then we have our regular customers. People are like, Dima, Ozzy. I said, okay, so because very soon they're still going to tell us that they must collecting the money that we're making from this thing because they are now members of the podcast.
So I'm looking for really interesting people like that. I'm still looking. I wish this babe could come on the podcast. This guy, I'm looking for someone that has inheritance. As in they inherited a lot of money.
Rachel.
No, not Rachel. The other girl. Now Rachel's friend.
Okay, fair.
Rachel's friend. I don't know where you are. When are you coming to Lagos?
Let us know. Because you have 100K, so you can afford the flights now.
So she can tell us one or two things. So I think I really want someone who like either you inherited it, but you came into money very quickly. Maybe you won like in a bet or you won, I don't know, lotto. They shall give, as in one day. One day you didn't have that much money.
You need to give amount because I inherited from my grandpa.
It has more than 50 million.
Oh.